Hey guys, welcome to another video and thanks for clicking on this one. In this video, I want to share with you something that I believe that we could benefit from. And this is for those of you who may want exposure to Bitcoin. Now, in order to invest and buy Bitcoin, generally speaking, you have to go through some of these crypto firms, like brokerages like Coinbase, Kraken, and some other ones out there. Binance is another one. But if you don't want to deal with the hassle of holding your private keys, a crypto wallet, a cold wallet, all these factors that comes with it, right? And you still want to get exposure to Bitcoin, then you may want to consider the ETFs that actually gives you exposure to Bitcoin. Even though this is a recent development in the crypto world and investing, it is something that I believe that we all want to get some exposure to. And that is because if you are not the type of person who is into exploring cryptocurrencies and investing in it directly, then you may want to have these ETFs as part of your long-term portfolio. And it is important to say this is a long-term game. Why? If you could go back to the history of Bitcoin, this is something that has been around for more than decades, at least since 2008, I believe. And because it's been around for so long, it's seen its wild swings over time. So it's very volatile and it's still quite volatile. But here's something interesting that is happening. Over the course of years, the volatility of Bitcoin is actually stabilizing. And what do I mean by that? That means the swings that you see from the top to the bottoms and the tops to the bottoms of this Bitcoin on a chart is actually reducing. So the volatility that you experienced back in, like, say 2015 or 2012 or 2018 isn't as wild as what we see now. Now, the other interesting thing to say in particularly about Bitcoin is that it is going up in value. And as we know, it recently crossed around 123,000. And there are predictions that this will continue and Bitcoin is likely going to get to around 200,000 in the near term, and in the long term, Bitcoin can even get into the millions. Why? Because it is considered digital gold. And as we know, because gold is somewhat a scarce commodity and it's something that can be used up, same thing applies to Bitcoin. According to numbers out there, the maximum amount of Bitcoin that can ever exist is about 21 million. So because we haven't reached that number yet, what will happen is that there's a probability that Bitcoin would continue to go up in value. Hence the reason why this environment that we're in, a lot of institutional companies and brokerage firms are giving us exposure to Bitcoin. So you may then ask yourself, all right, how can I then get exposure to this without having to deal with the hassle of keeping your own private keys, cold wallet, and worried about, just the back end of managing your own crypto wallet? Well, one of the things that you can consider is these ETFs that are out there. We have examples like the iBit. We have some from Fidelity. We have some from Grayscale. But either one you choose, they all are designed to give you exposure to Bitcoin. However, they can be set up in different ways. Some of them are set up as funds. Some of them are set up as trusts. So it's important that you look into the details. Remember, this is not financial advice because Bitcoin can be very volatile. And because it's so volatile, that means that you're not hoping to put in money today and look for the result tomorrow. You're willing to hold this for a long time. But the benefit of this ETF is that you get exposure, one, then two, it makes it convenient for you to transact on a day-to-day basis. So let's assume that you want to buy some shares today. You can easily go to your brokerage account, find the type of Bitcoin ETF you want to buy, and buy it. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. The other thing also is that you have the ability to sell when you feel like you want to sell, because it's all within the brokerage accounts. You sell it like a typical shares that you buy of, say, Microsoft or Apple or Nvidia. Now, there are some benefits to this ETF as well. And this is for those of you who are considering getting exposure to it in your retirement account, because as we know, retirement accounts are designed for long-term use and they have this tax benefit. Hence the reason why you may want to allocate some of these Bitcoin ETFs to, at least some of your funds, to Bitcoin ETFs so that you get exposure to it on a long-term horizon or long-term basis. As we know, according to what you're saying, there's a chance that Bitcoin will continue to go up. And if you can just allocate, maybe it's a a percentage of your income to Bitcoin on a regular basis, you are able to build up the stash and let the market do its thing over time. Now, apart from the stress-free handling and transacting of this type of ETFs through your brokerage account, you also have to think about the tax benefits. Again, if you have a retirement account, you get the tax benefit of being able to buy and sell depending on what you feel like is going on. Although you can't withdraw that money because say it's a tax advantage account, you don't want to incur any additional fees or taxes in the process. Now, this is something that can really speed up the process of investing. And if you're looking to build that generational wealth, well, these are the type of instruments you want to get exposed to. While it's not early, it's not too late. I'll be honest, I didn't know about some of this in the past, and when I even started learning about it, I was very skeptical about losing my money, and I didn't want to put in my hard-earned money into something that is very speculative in nature. But over time, I'm beginning to see that, hey, the government is stepping in, they're beginning to regulate it, they're beginning to make it more safer for common retailers like us who just, invest on our own. Then you may want to start getting your own exposure to it so that you don't miss out as it continues to grow. Like I just mentioned, the fact that the volatility levels or the amount it swings is reducing, is showing some stability. And as more money from retirement accounts and funds and retail investors like you and I buy into it, the more the value will continue to rise. And that is what you want to take advantage of now while it's still not at the top yet. We want to get in while it's making its way there. Even though we didn't start from the beginning, we still want to get in while it's not too late. If you found value in this one, of course, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. It goes a long way. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see you in a future one.